How does BEC work? And that will lead on then to how we can help defend against it. Cybercriminals can use several different techniques to carry out these scams, including directly hacking an email account through social engineering techniques. We all know the social engineering techniques to guess people's passwords. We've seen them filling in where they're first born, their town first born, their cat's name, everything. All our customers know not to do that, but that's just that added way that people can get in. So what is key login? The first method of BEC, which is key login, which is where a cybercriminal sends a phishing email containing the keylogger spyware to an uninspected employee. The employee mistakes this phishing scam as a legitimate download, unknowingly installing the keylogger malware. And this can be coming from someone trying to impersonate their manager. I've just started my new job. I get an email from my manager urgently asking me to send over some details. I want to impress him. I don't want to be asking too many questions because that may make you not look as equipped for the job. So you're under pressure to quickly get back to your new manager. And this is something that we support with employee training and awareness to make sure that any member of staff knows not to respond to these emails and what to look out for, including urgency, issues with the domain and different language. You know how your manager talks to you on a day-to-day. Getting to learn that voice and tone of language can be really great ways to spot if it's a phishing email. So the second method is spear phishing. And this is where cybercriminal uses a spoofed email to obtain confidential information from an employee or organization. And this aim is to compromise personally identified information, protected health information, etc. All those things that you want to keep confidential. And this depends on the type of BESAM they're conducting. I've chucked in a little example there from Pied Piper Accounts Manager, just on how believable these attacks can be, but also obvious indications that they are a phishing email. So I'm going to just cover the 5 main types of BEC scams, just so we can leave today's webinar knowing a little bit more about what type of scams they are focusing on. So the bogus invoice scheme. This one is a classic where they will impersonate the organization's vendor or supplier through a spoofed email account and then send fraudulent invoices to organizations. As soon as you click on that link, then that's when you know you have been victim. And the second one then is CEO fraud. This is so common, and I know a lot of my friends and family have received these on a daily basis, and they'll get an email from their executive manager asking them to send them details or verify a payment really quickly. Urgently is always the emphasis, so make sure to look out for those triggering emails. The third one is account compromise. So this is where a cybercriminal hacks the employee's mail account and sends fraudulent invoices. And then attorney impersonation. So posing as a lawyer or any other legal professional and then contacting them through an urgent matter then. All things that we can all be victim of. So that's why having that extra layer of security can help protect. The last one before we move on is data theft, where cybercriminals hacks the employee's email account in a relevant department, such as HR, requesting that information. So BEC scammers are always targeting and looking at human error vulnerabilities to achieve these. If you post on LinkedIn, everyone knows where you're working, they know a little bit about you. It's easy to find out your vulnerabilities, what you care about, what for example, if you are an advocate, supporter of a charity, they can target you on this, knowing that's your weak point. And organisations should pair employee education with these additional security measures then, such as MDR, to defend against BEC effectively.